active night last night. Does Deebo Samuel hate this fucking guy now because he was able to get AJ on the move, Hollywood on the move? We didn't even know he repped Hollywood, by the way. Oh, this is Tori Dondi right here. Is Deebo on the move today? Is that what that is? And what do you think about Baker? Because the Carolina Panthers didn't take a quarterback. Does that potentially happen today or later on?
Okay, start with the Deebo one. So the Jets offered pick 10 and a pick swap. So basically, like, would be the equivalent of between pick 13 and 14. So pick 10 and a little more and a little less, for Deebo Samuel. And the 49ers wouldn't do it. Lions had an offer on the table.
Wow.
49, and of course, obviously, the Lions ended up moving up for Jamison Williams, so they got their guy eventually.
Hey, you want to tell this Deebo guy to go fuck himself?
Yeah.
Bring him to Detroit. All right, sorry about it.
No, sorry. 49ers just wouldn't engage, and I think everyone was sort of waiting like, all right, well, obviously they're just going to do this deal. They're just going to – and they just didn't. And so now, like, he's not happy. When's he going to show up? I don't know. And I think they're going to try to make this better, but, like, will they? Like, there's a lot more questions than answers on the Deebo Samuel situation now that he didn't get traded last night.
Crazy to hear that there was actual 2 legitimate offers because remember the reports were that the Jets were going to make an offer they couldn't refuse. Turns out they did.
Yeah, and they refused all of them. And it didn't even sound like they engaged at all. Like, we've heard teams talk at press conferences. You know, Mike, it was either – I think it was Vrabel who said he can't envision a situation without A.J. Brown, then traded him. 49ers were telling the truth. They basically were like, we don't want to do it, and he's too good of a player, and then they didn't do it.
Vrabel was on our show chit-chatting about A.J. Brown. He said he loved him or whatever. Yeah. We'll figure it out. But I think that's what he had to say at the time. John Lynch was the one that said, I couldn't imagine a time not wanting Deebo. Let's move on. So, Deebo, you don't think Deebo's moving then? There's no reason for them to answer calls on second night if they're not answering calls on the first night, right?
Right. I mean, I guess somehow they could do it, adding a pick for next year maybe. Possible. I just haven't sensed anything that changed.